Yeah, physically? Yeah. Gotta just take the whole thing off. What are you doing?
That's when I was little. Yeah. I used to play manhunt and shit. Your hair feels like a carpet. It feels comfortable. I feel soft and comfortable.
Your pussy feels soft and comfortable. Oh, what's a new one? Definitely watching this shit.
There's some new exciting things happening, especially this year in the game. I can't tell you about it.
Can't tell me about it?
No.
Hey guys, I'm Rachel and welcome to NBA 2K TV. On today's episode, we show off your top plays of the week, give you all the news on last week's My Park Championship round, share some expert tips in my career, and hang out with Shaq Diesel. If you guys watched NBA 2K TV last season, then you'll probably remember my infamous loss to Shaq in a game of Grape Horse. But this year, I caught up with the Diesel in Atlanta, and I had the chance for a rematch. So now we're back here at MoCap. You've had 1 year under your belt. So what has been easier this year, or has it not been?
Well, I'm just thankful to be back. When you guys sent me the game, I played the game. It's actually like I was really working at TNT. So, you know, those guys do a great job of putting the technology in, and everything that happens in the game we talk about.
What are the qualities that make a great teammate?
I still don't know how they do it. You know, I understand algorithms and computer stuff, but it's like you guys can predict what's going to happen in the game. And whatever the game does, because, you know, my kids play the game all the time. I'm sitting there watching. Whatever happens in the game, we're here and we're talking about it now. So this is my second year here, and I think this game is probably going to be better than last year's.
So your kids, were they psyched to see you?
So Dr. O'Neill, name it, feet work, put it in the dictionary, shut it up. I didn't tell him at first. Actually, one of my sons got in trouble, and because you guys sent me like 10 games, so he asked me, can I have them? So I took one. So he had 9 games left. Then I get a call from the principal that he was being an entrepreneur at school. You know, he was selling the game before they came out. Yeah. So I kind of got mad, but I was like, okay. Initiative.
He has a little business savvy. Yeah. He's learning from his dad.
Initiative. I like it. I like it.
Have you been challenged online yet, like by your Twitter fans to play?
They will never challenge me because I got the cheat codes. I know people.
You can just call somebody up and be like, make me a Legend 3.
And listen, my cheat codes make me shoot 1,000% from the free throw line. So you could tweet me or Snapchat if you want to. You will die.
My name is Dan Indra. We're here at 2K headquarters, and I'm a game designer for the NBA franchise. So in addition to the Spike story in career mode this year, we wanted to add more things about the NBA. We wanted to make you feel like you were a player and had to deal with all the things that an NBA player does. So we focused on off days. So it wasn't just about games, it was about how you're going to use the rest of your time. You have, like last year, those 75 levels to upgrade your player with. You still have those extra 25, but they're earned a little bit differently. Those 25 levels are coming from doing the drills through live practice, which is sort of a feature we've never done before. There's actually a lot of cool things in the live practice besides just the drills. The big cool one is every so often you can actually have legends show up, and I don't really want to spoil anything beyond that. One of the other things you can do with your off days is these connections, and that's meeting other players, and they're going to sort of want to hang out and do stuff. They're going to lead to rewards, things like VC and even other connections. And all these connections aren't just about VC. They unlock really cool things. If you want the chain net for your MyCourt, Damian Lillard's the guy that hooks you up with that. And if you want to change your jerseys in your MyCareer games, try working on your relationship with your owner. You will notice when you go in there, you'll have a list that's available right off the bat. You can choose a couple of these guys, but it's important not to choose too many. One of the problems with taking on too many connections is that you're going to miss some. They're going to come up on a day where you decide you want to go do an endorsement. that guy's not going to be too happy you stood him up. The final feature that is pulling on your off days is endorsements. Companies will approach you when you reach certain levels within the mode and accomplish certain things, and they're going to want you to do events for them. You better be sure you have enough off days to do those events, because they're not real happy when you don't show up. There's going to be times when you're not going to be able to take an endorsement. Maybe you don't want it, maybe you really want it, but you know you don't have the off days. The best thing to do is to be polite, be a professional, decline the offer, and they will come back a lot sooner with a new offer. So that's what's new for the year 2 of career mode and beyond. We had a great time making it.
You guys came out strong last weekend in the first round of the My Park Championship. And now it's time to take a look at which community came out on top. Last weekend, we kicked off the first rival day of the My Park Championship between the Sunset Beach Ballers, Rivet City Rough Riders, and the reigning champion Old Town Flyers. The Rough Riders looked to make up for their third place finish from last year's championship by dominating the competition early. Sunset Beach fell behind early despite strong efforts from Dope Swag 24, Nay Dexy, and our first legend player, Dirkster Nose. The Old Town Flyers backed 26 wins from V Hoops, made a strong effort to grab that #1 spot, but the Rough Riders were unstoppable. Rivet City took the first rival day of the 2K16 My Park Championship in convincing fashion by controlling the lead all weekend. TJ Money and Sunless 2.0 are your MVPs for Rivet City, scoring hundreds of wins for their part. This win clinches the first 2 points for Rivet City in the My Park Championship, while Old Town secured 1 point with their second place finish. The second rival day starts Saturday as the Rough Riders look to protect their lead while the Ballers and Flyers try to play their way back into the competition. So get out there and play hard. Your community is counting on you.
So now we have Kenny joining you guys at the desk.
You need somebody that's going to be in your corner.
Wouldn't you like to push Kenny?
Push him out the set.
Do you feel like you guys have had a good rhythm going?
No, we have a good rhythm because we have the best show on TV. It's fun having him there. You know, Ernie is the ringleader. He keeps us together. But this game is impressive. We're just happy to be part of it.
So now we have Kenny joining you guys at the desk.
You need somebody that's going to be in your corner.
Wouldn't you like to push Kenny?
Push him out the set.
Do you feel like you guys have had a good rhythm going?
No, we have a good rhythm because we have the best show on TV. It's fun having him there. You know, Ernie is the ringleader. He keeps us together. But this game is impressive. We're just happy to be part of it. I hope that we can continue it next year. And there's some new exciting things happening, especially this year in the game. I can't tell you about it.
Can't tell me about it?
No, can't tell you.
I might know some exciting things that you don't know about, too.
I doubt that.
Really?
Yeah.
You probably know more people than me.
Exactly.
Okay, so speaking of the best show on TV, one last thing. Your favorite moment from last year's NBA on TNT season?
It was unusual for me to see a little guy dominate. I've never seen that before. I grew up watching Dr. J, Dominique Wilkins, played with Penny Hardaway, Kobe Bryant, D-Wade, LeBron, and, you know, Steph Curry still looks like a little boy to me. Like, you know, he's not real big physically. It's cute, actually. You know, to see a little guy that just dominate and win. And I want to challenge you to something.
Challenge me to something?
Yes.
Okay.
I want you to play Apple baseball with me.
All right.
This week, I want to see your custom courts, so share those creative designs on social media using the hashtag 2KTVCourts. On next week's episode, we head back to DeMar DeRozan's high school and give you some tips from 2K's dev team. But before we go, let's take a look at the top plays of the week. And I'll see you guys next time.
Coming home. New York City, baby. I'll be honest, I'm pretty excited. Mama, Pops, and Cece, yeah, they're gonna be there. Playing in front of them in an NBA uniform for the first time is gonna be a special moment for me. Now, I know all of Harlem's gonna be watching. No pressure, right? It's all good, though. I've been waiting for this my entire life. And I'll be ready.
Live from New York, 2K Sports proudly brings you Knicks basketball. The New York Knicks come into this one following a loss, guys, to Milwaukee at the BMO Harris Bradley Center.
Very hot shooting.
They didn't challenge the shooters. They didn't defend the shooters like they should have. And once the fans got into it and the arena started ramping up and cranking up.
Yeah, I had the chills watching that. It really was a nightmare defensively for them when you go into that building and get punished by some very hot shooting.
They didn't challenge the shooters. They didn't defend the shooters like they should have. And once the fans got into it and the arena started ramping up and cranking up, it was over.
A look at Atlanta leading by 5.
You know, not many saw it coming last season with the Hawks. I mean, they just ran away with the Eastern Conference. It was the first time they took the East since '94.
Now here's Schroeder. It's tipped. And now Aflalo pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and trigger the fast break.
And now just a one-possession game thanks to that quick hitter. Outstanding play in the open court.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Knicks City Dancers. Let's pause to take a look at the teams that really made their opposing teams earn their points a season ago. Number 5, the Hawks.
I mean, they held opponents to so few points that it allowed them to win games even when their offense wasn't clicking.
Atlanta with the ball. It's a three-point game. Outside, Scott. There's the triple. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Atlanta.
And this game kicks off a 4-game season series between the two teams.
Two conference foes, guys, looking to take game 1 tonight. Be very interesting to see who can land the first blow.
Schroeder kicks to Carter. And a fast break now for New York. Flalo's running, drops in the breakaway layup. Well, Flalo's got 7 points in the game. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Knicks.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
And so here is New York after the basket by Atlanta. New York moving it around. Shot by Serafin, no good. The Hawks leading. Outside, Scott all alone. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2. New York's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Here's Calderon. He feeds it to Serafin, and the shot is good. Serafin's got his second basket of the game.
His shooting percentage is really solid so far, fellas. Good start to this game for him.
Carter against the Flalo. Carter dishes to Splitter. Splitter with a screen on Williams. 6 on the shot clock. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there. And the one thing Thiago Splitter gives you every year, Clark, is consistency. The numbers, the effort, the results, all very familiar every year.
Yeah, his game is really built on the intangibles. He hustles, he knows where he's supposed to be, he gets to the right spot at the right time, crashes the boards, takes charges. He does all the little stuff.
It was Amundsen. He's checked in for Kyle O'Quinn.
And for Thiago Splitter, he's been a relatively unsung player in his career, never getting his number called on offense, receiving little recognition from the media, but providing tough defense in the post. He shot over 55%, crashes the boards in the 20 minutes or so a game that he gets. So that's been good enough to really establish a productive career.
Now here's Schroeder. Aaron Aflalo missing his last shot. And it's Carter missing.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
Now here's Aflalo. 11 points for him in that last game against the Bucks in Milwaukee.
You know, getting back to Splitter, yes, you need superstars to win in this league, but you also need guys like him, guys who put the team first, will bust the gut to carry out their responsibilities on the floor, off the court, and in the locker room. You need all of that to be a championship team.
The shot is off. Nice D from Scott. The Hawks leading by 3. Carter on the wing. Puts up a 3. Here's Schroeder, and he banks in the layup.
And the defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
Now here's Calderon. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Milwaukee.
And also 3 steals, so he showed some grit and determination on the defensive side.
Here's Schroeder. 35 seconds left here in the first quarter. Outside, Scott. Carter down low. He's guarded by Aflalo. Carter kicks to Splitter. Out to the wing. 5 on the clock. That drive by Carter. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Calderon with it. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Here's Serafin. Can't connect from 14 feet. And a chance to hear from former number 2 overall pick Derek Williams about his focus.
Just getting to the basket more, being able to finish with the defender in front of me. I think getting to the line a lot more as well. I think, getting to the line and finishing at the basket.
2 huge improvements for him. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Kevin Serafin, he's checked in for Lopez. Amundsen comes in for Porzingis. Williams, he's checked in for Anthony. And it's Aflalo in for Jose Calderon. On the court for Atlanta, Carter in a 2-guard. Mike Scott out there with Splitter. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. And it's Hardaway in at the 3 spot. Here's Aflalo. 12 points for him. To the left wing. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Williams. Launches a 3. That's good. And so Galloway with the assist. Galloway has got his 3rd assist on the night.
They're shooting the ball extremely well right now. They're looking at that three-point shot as a way to get some extra offense and really continue to fortify their momentum.
Looking at the last game for the Atlanta Hawks, it was a loss to Detroit.
And talk about a team that just never seemed to get into a rhythm offensively. It was just an ugly game to watch.
Yeah, that's an understatement. I mean, they didn't appear to have any kind of cohesiveness in terms of game plan, and they never figured out how to attack the defense in that.
And guys, you hear about how the Hawks are the jokingly referred to as the Spurs of the East. It has to do with their coach, Mike Budenholzer, who's really brought that philosophy here to Atlanta.
The shot by Carter, nobody around. Releases from the wing and drills it. 1:53 left here in the second. Here's Galloway. He's guarded by Schroeder. Galloway kicks to Aflalo. And the jumper is on the mark. Aflalo's got 5 points now in the quarter. The Hawks leading by 5. Outside Hardaway. Splitter passes to Carter. And it's Carter again missing. New York's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. Aflalo with it. And it's Carter picking him up. And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul. .119 left to play here in the second quarter. There's a screen by Williams. Here's Aflalo. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist. Galloway has got his 5th assist in this one. Atlanta's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. And it's Carter penetrating. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Carter's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Splitter kicks to Carter. The three-pointer is right on target. Carter's got the lead up to 8 now for the Hawks. The Knicks shooting 45% in quarter number 2. There's Galloway. He's guarded by Schroeder. Here's Serafin. The shot misses. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Scott can't get it to go. There's Galloway. 7 points in the game. Now the pass to Serafin. Baseline try. The shot is off. And we finished one half. Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. We've seen Aaron Aflalo really having a great game.
Yeah, he's played just a smart game overall offensively, looking for and finding the gaps in the defense, and also terrific shot selection.
Greg, that's exactly what we're talking about when we talk about being efficient as an offensive player. Fully on display there.
A different look for New York. Kevin Serafin, he's checked in for Porzingis. Kyle O'Quinn comes in for Langston Galloway. And it's Amundsen in for Aaron Aflalo. The Hawks leading by 18.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Hawks.
Clark, the differential in assists led to a lot of open looks, and it also helped to get more guys involved in the offense easy.
They made the defense adjust by moving the ball like that, and there was no answer for it.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
In what should be an exciting 4-game season series between these two teams, they have to feel great about taking this first one tonight against the Knicks.
And while it's a team game, you can't win without guys showing up. And that was the case tonight for Al Horford. And you have to love the effort he put forth on the glass. He played with the fire no one else could match as he chased down those rebounds.
Anthony is out there with Amundsen. Then it's Kevin Seraphin. Then there's Robin Lopez. And it's O'Quinn in at the 3. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Splitter sets a screen. It's stolen by Anthony. An even 3-on-3 break. Amundsen, good.
And this run not really doing him any good at this point, as late as it's starting to evolve.
Yeah, but kudos to him, Greg. I mean, the fight they're showing now, you got to give them credit for that. Would have been really easy to pack it in.
15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Hardaway kicks to Carter. Clock at 6. Bank shot, no good. And the foul called on Freak. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2.
And that...
What a life, eh, Freak? 1 minute you're playing 21 and horse on the courts in Harlem, and the next moment you're in the
Tell you about Vic.
We got Kevin Durant up next. And you know he'll come to play. I love his versatility. but that makes shutting them down next to impossible. Coach gave us a full breakdown of what to expect, and we watched plenty of film. But sometimes you just got to throw all that out the window and settle things on the court. And I'm ready. Bring it, KD.
We are live. It's a Thursday night presentation here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by my colleagues Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Maybe the upper hand in this one. The Oklahoma. City Thunder won the last match. The Hawks leading. Outside, Scott. Corver with it. He had an 18-point out. In their last game against the Mavericks in Dallas.
And also defensively, he was really aggressive. I mean, matter of fact, he had 4 steals over the course of that game.
And now here's Durant, the fast break opportunity. An opportunity here to bring up a list of players that have been carrying their teams offensively for the last 10 games. The highest scoring small forwards in the league. Kevin Durant, number 1.
There is no doubt he is one of the league's most dynamic offensive players. I mean, he's capable of putting up some huge numbers from that wing position.
Well, I think the wing position is his home base. That's his best spot. He's most comfortable there, but he's comfortable anywhere on the floor, inside, outside, pulling up or
patience. Patience. Taking early threes is leading to long rebounds, which equal the transition points. Make the defense move. And let's pass up a good shot for a great shot. Let the game come to you. We're forcing the issue too much.
And a moment now to look at the numbers for Durant. First in scoring, 6th in assists, and he's in the top 10 in field goal percentage. Really able to power his way to the bucket and finish through contact.
And I tell you what, his scoring abilities are almost otherworldly. I mean, no one's been able to slow him down or even come close.
Carter outside. Splitter sets a screen. And it's Carter missing.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
And for long stretches of the season, the Thunder, they had a short bench early on due to injury and just having a short rotation. They did change things up, though, as they went through that regular season.
13 feet away. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Really nice work inside there. He'll always give you a battle on the interior guy.
Let's send it out to Doris Burke, who caught up with head coach Billy Donovan. Doris?
Kevin, when I asked him about their game plan on the defensive end, he said they were looking to clog things up in the middle of the floor and not allow any clear looks at the basket from inside the paint. He feels if they can accomplish that, they'll have the upper hand on defense. Let's see how it plays out, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. Outside Durant. Rebound, Atlanta. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
And with the number of turnovers they had in that game, guys, it was going to be an uphill battle all the way.
Especially when you couple the turnovers with the soft defense they were playing. That's a losing combination.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Schroeder passes to Scott. Fires from deep. That's good. And now a 6-point Atlanta lead.
What a good time for the three-pointer. The fast break had the D scattered all over the place.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. You look at the Bucks. They like where they stand right now, perched in that topmost position. And, of course, the Hawks, a few slots below them.
And I think for the Hawks, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed. And that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
And they need to stay focused. I mean, they have to ensure they hang on to a high seed. It's imperative for them.
There's the pick. Durant with a wide open look. That's in. Augustine with the assist. And 12 points for Kevin Durant.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Carter outside. Wide open look. The rebound by McGarry. Well, it was the Oklahoma City Thunder winning their last game against Memphis.
And even in hostile territory, as they were that day, they had no jitters at all. I mean, the confidence kept growing as the shots kept falling.
And they were falling big time. I mean, from the top to the bottom of that roster, everybody was locked, loaded, and spraying jumpers.
Carter kicks it over to Schroeder. Six on the shot clock. Scott, good. Scott's got 7 points.
I really think that's the area they want to work the ball into, and it takes passing like that to get it done.
And Mike Scott, a former second-round draft pick who has carved out a role here in the NBA the last 2 seasons. Clark, he was a major contributor off the bench.
Yeah, he's a bit of a tweener, you know, not big enough to maintain position down low on a consistent basis and not quick enough to really be a three-man or small forward, but what he can do is get to the basket, rebound okay, and knock down the deep shots. You know, a team's rebounding is one of the great measures of its energy, and theirs has been terrific in the first quarter.
Yeah, they've brought it in terms of having another level of intensity right from the tip.
Scott against Augustine. He kicks to Adams. It's Durant with the drive. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Durant's got 16.
And getting back to Mike Scott, his three-point percentage and attempts have increased each year he's been in the league. With a high, quick release, he's capable of making tough shots with a hand in his face in a way other players simply can't.
Here's Carter. Second shot opportunity. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
Under trailing by 4. And here's Augustine. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Durant just inside the line. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Boy, Durant showing us how it's done with that stroke.
Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Hawks lead by 2. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And here's Freak on his experience as a one-and-done college player. Now with more and more freshmen, Clark. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Cantor. McGarry comes in for Serge Ibaka. Anthony Morrow's checked in for Kevin Durant. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Waiters. The Hawks have gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. DJ Augustine out there with Russell Westbrook. Then there's Anthony Morrow, and then there's Steven Adams, and it's McGarry in at the 4. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Out to Hardaway. Shot clock at 6. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Carter inside the three-point line, and the shot is long. Oklahoma City has gotten into trouble with the 3-ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. And here's Morrow outside. The shot no good. So Atlanta will take it the other way. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And then Hardaway with the dunk. And the Hawks lead by 2. Guys, we have seen them with a lot of good ball movement.
Well, you like the smooth operating they're showing you here. I mean, things are clicking, and more importantly, it makes them tough to defend.
Clark, what you know about Sade? Smooth operator, but I agree with you. I think we're all seeing that right now.
Yes, indeed.
4 on the clock. 9 feet out. Augustine, no luck.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Carter kicks to Scott. He's looking for Hardaway and finds him. Great look, but off the mark.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Well, I tell you, last season was a big one for the Hawks and Coach Budenholzer. Their dominant season won him multiple Coach of the Month titles, and eventually he won the Coach of the Year award.
Dishes at the splitter. Puts it up from 12. Nope, not that time. Nothing for 2 from the field. The Thunder shooting it up around 45% from the field in the second quarter. Augustine dishes to McGarry. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the right.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
And he gets it to go. Carter's got it all tied up now for the Hawks. The Thunder shooting at 50% in a decent groove. And Augustine kicks to Morrow. Feeds to Adams. There's the dish to Morrow. Westbrook against Carter. Augustine. Here's Adams, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the foul called on the Atlanta Hawks. Kiwi Steven Adams, one of the toughest players down in the block. And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. It's the Thunder. They're up by 3. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, you obviously found your rhythm offensively. Tell us how you've gotten into that groove.
Well,
let's take them back.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. So a close game sees Oklahoma City taking this one. What?
Yes, thank you.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kevin Durant. He had an outstanding third quarter. Whatever they needed in terms of energy and offense, he was the firepower that propelled them during the second half.
He flat out dominated. I mean, you see the kind of plays he was making all over the court. This is the game no matter who they...
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew,
The only color I care about is green, money.
Mr. Dom Pagnotti. Mr. Diamond and Platinum.
I won't bow down to no man.
Mr. Dom Pagnotti. Mr. Diamond and Platinum himself. It's a love-hate relationship.
We got James Harden and that beard of his. Look, this guy's relentless. We know he's going to attack the basket all night long, so I'm going to make it my personal mission to keep that from happening. As long as we keep jumping those passing lanes, we can give them a run for their money. I know I'll be ready.
It's the Hawks, and they're doing business on the road in an interconference NBA game. There's no better time here than the holidays for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Welcome, everyone. This is new group on the floor. Here's Lawson. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Well, looking back on last season, you didn't know where the Rockets would end up in terms of seeding in the playoffs. Ended up with the 2 seed because they won the Southwest Division. And as it turned out, everything worked out very well for them.
It really did, and had a divisional matchup in that first round against the Mavs. But the Rockets took care of business in that series and would advance.
On the court for Atlanta, Carter in at shooting guard. Mike Scott out there with Splitter. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Hardaway in at the 3 spot.
And, you know, for the Rockets, they had a major gut check in the second round. Went down 3-1 against the Clippers. Came back to win the series in 7, including Game 6. When I dozed off when they were trailing by 19-4, was shocked to wake up in the morning and see they had forced the 7th game.
The Rockets making a switch.
Slapping.
Brewers checked in, and the second free throw, good.
So be under the covers.
Last postseason, their trip to the conference finals was as far as they would go. They went out to the Warriors in 5 games. Most of them were close ones. I think most fans were pleased with how far the team went last year, in spite of all the injuries.
Andrew Beverly is checked in for Tom Russell. And here's Schroeder. Averages about 5 points a game. Splitter passes to Schroeder. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And then again, missing.
Coaches just want players who they can count on to give that effort defensively. And he clearly is one of those guys. You saw it right there. Nice work forcing that miss.
And Atlanta has possession.
You don't have to mute it.
Huh?
You muted it?
Put on my headset.
Beaten by the Pacers in the last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
To make threes in that game because they took a lot of them. I think
Let's get it.
that's why they ended up shooting a mistake.
Yeah, they did take a bunch of them. Sometimes you can make up for score with a strong inside game, but their inside game just wasn't strong enough.
The Hawks have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
How about that fake move? 80% on the season. One of the best attributes.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they made a bit of improvement. So that's some positive momentum they can flip the big ball.
Harden's shot is good.
It is so hard to contain. He just seems to get it done however he has to do.
Against the goal. Goes up on the top of the key. Offensive rebound.
That's certainly not who I expected to corral that one.
Harden dishes to help. Up to the right wing. That's 1 for 3. Carter pulls it in. Last outing for Houston, it was a loss to the Pelicans in New Orleans.
Just looking at the stats, they gave far too many free throws away in that game. Maybe it was the levels in the building or something, but they really looked around.
Well, Greg, I don't know if it was the biggest reason for that loss, but all of those decisions clearly had an impact on them.
So only as a story on Game Time, the past month has been surreal. He's averaging 20 points, 7 assists, 5 rebounds. So much of what this
Huh?
does revolves for James Harden. Dwight Howard, a former 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, still remains a fearsome presence in the paint.
Hawks trail by 8. Here's Schroeder. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Scott with a screen on Gordon. Carter kicks to Scott. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job on the defender getting over the top of that screen on that particular play.
Now here's Beverly. Started by Schroeder, and it's Beverly missing.
Rebound is going to be the focal point of this one, Coach. I can feel it.
It always is, and it has been so far, and they've got a nice edge.
It's stolen by Jones. And here we go. Fast break. Beverly trailing. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. Great opportunity for a 3-point play. Hawks making the switch here. Holiday's checked in. Rockets have been off like this right tonight. Free throw dropped for Gordon. Hawks were so damn last year and were the first team to clinch their spot in the postseason.
Hawks also wrap up the top
Watching. This nigga. You don't want to talk to me? I said, you don't want to talk to me? You don't want to talk to me? Yeah. You gonna put the game on? I mean, you gonna put your Family Guy on? For what? Yeah. Yeah. Nothing. You love me. You love me.
Jumping for it.
It's a nice passing game by Houston.
Good night.
successful win as a player, and that's been the same song for him as a coach.
And for Coach Kevin McHale, last year was his best. A lot of people thought he could have been easily the coach of the year. Won New Orleans to their third best regular season in franchise history.
And Kevin McHale, he's got this team improving every year. His team's win totals have risen as well statistically as after becoming a better team. Wins aren't always necessarily what determines how good you are.
That is good. Howard's got 12 points in the game.
And the second chance points aren't easy to come back. It's all about effort and hard work. And he has today made it look easy.
Here's Carter, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Nice job going inside for the layup. Got the thinking jump shot with a little pop fake and then off to the races.
Over the corner, Beverly to the inside. Jones, a great one-time beautiful pass and next DJ.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throw.
And Clark has the time to be able to continue to attack that rim.
Here's Splitter. Good D by Jones.
And then in their control of the boards, Kevin, that's plus 5 in that category.
Guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Another gap that the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
Beverly next one. Splitter sets a screen for Clark. Here's Scott. Good. Houston leading by 9. Thornton dishes to Beverly. And Thornton kicks the blue. Jones the pass to Howard. And Howard slams it home.
Boy, he's just dancing from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has a swagger card right now.
Athletes will definitely got that swagger to back it up because you don't want to be your opponent too much.
And Cole runs in with a real lead. And we finish one half of basketball.
Boy, you guys have built a nice lead. How did you achieve that?
Smith, without further review, let's present to you our Jordan Player of the Game, Dwight Howard.
Well, when Dwight uses his physical presence and athleticism to the max, he's winning the basketball game. But the value of the season that he comes from skill, he's going to put it all together.
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I call his performance economic because there was no wasted opportunity. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up was going in.
And that'll do it for tonight. Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports Group. This is Ernie Johnson. Have a good night, everybody.